So I actually had to change plans, and instead of doing the replacement lights, I actually decided to, after watching another YouTuber, actually decided to rebuild the headlamp that was actually all fogged up. So this is the one that was all fogged up with the condensation and everything. As you can see, I mean, it's still kind of beat up, but it's a more than 12-year-old car. But yeah, so I don't see, well, the condensation and everything is gone that was in there originally, but I couldn't really identify a crack or anything that I thought, might have been causing the leak. So I went ahead and got some sealant from the hardware store and put that all around the frame here where it meets the black backing, and hopefully that'll keep any water from getting in there. Used a blow dryer to get rid of all the water and everything. First I actually dripped and drained it out by holding it upside down and kind of shaking it. Then I took a blow dryer to it, and I think I got some footage of that. So yeah, I did all that, and hopefully I can pop this baby in here once I replaced the module. And I also got replacement bulbs as well, which I had already gone ahead and put inside of here, and put everything back together. So I had a replacement bulb. I got two of them. Actually, this was the original one. So I got two new ones, but since that one's still working on that, I'm just going to leave it alone. And when it goes out, I'll know, for one, how to replace it, and I'll have an extra one already in the background. But this one, I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to tell if it's blown or not. So again, I wanted to be scientific and try the old module just to see if by drying it out, would that be enough to actually make it work. But it's cold outside, and I didn't feel like it. So either way, this is the old one. I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to keep the extra one for another time. And I'm going to install this one, but in order to do that, I'm going to need my other hand. So holler. All right, well, I just replaced the baluster on this thing, and it turns out that I hadn't replaced it before, so I had to take it back out when I realized that I hadn't put it on yet. So I'm too excited or either too cold, one of the two, but good thing I realized it before putting everything back together. So I got the new baluster, a new bulb, decided that I was going to put everything together, or actually reconstruct this thing by putting some sealant actually all around here. Turns out that I just could not find a replacement set of cool bulbs to put on there, so I just figured, hey, it wasn't really that big of a deal. Just wanted to make sure both headlights were working. But while I was at it, if I could have got it with the newer looking bulbs, yeah, I would have rocked those. But I went ahead and replaced the bulb, redid the seal on this. There was a lot of water on the inside of this thing, so I had to drain it and used a hair dryer to get all the water out, the condensation and everything. So hopefully this resolved the issue with the leaks. I couldn't see any overt cracks or anything that might have caused any spills along the way. So I'm going to assume that all is good with the sealing of all of this, and fingers crossed this will fix and resolve the issue. So yeah, wish me luck. All right, so I just put in both headlights. We just put them back in and connected all of the light bulbs, and just grabbed the keys from the inside, because now I'm going to test this puppy out to see if it works by trying to do the remote start and not trip over the the bumper, which I did. When you take it down, it does make it easier to connect the lights and all that stuff. So just slightly intimidated by taking it down, but I was forced to ultimately. But hey, hindsight 2020 type thing. So let's get the show on the road. Let's see if it actually starts. In case you're wondering, I do have another door open, so I'm not just like in the garage with fumes and all that stuff. So let me stand back anyway, because I don't like hanging around stuff. But all these boxes and stuff, just in case I need to run. 1, 2. Anything? Do we start? Or is it because I got the hood open? I did see some lights flashing though. Let me lock the doors first. Okay, we know those lights are working. 1, 2, double tap. Does that start it? Doesn't start it. All right, I gotta get inside and try it that way. Give me 1 second. Have to start the car. And look who's got some lights working again. Wow, look at that. I wonder what that crack looking thing is right there. That looks kind of bizarre. It actually kind of highlights something that looks weird in the jig itself. But yeah, that's odd. We'll see. Well, we know at least it's working. So we got that going. And then the other ones are already working as well. And I'll test the turn signals and all that in a minute or so. I wonder what, yeah, I can do it now actually. Let me see, I got too much here. Yeah, trust me, I think I'm good. I think, yeah, we got that going, And yeah, that's bizarre right there. Yeah. So, yeah. Looks like I'm in business. So let me put everything back together and go from there. It looks like everything is all done. I actually broke the plastic in between here, and I'm trying to take this bolt off, so it's not 1,000% secure right there. You can see that little piece hanging out. Actually, I may go back in there because I still have the plastic piece, but after all this work, I ain't gonna do it today. But the headlights working. I saw a little weird spot, and then I realized that the same thing is on the other side as well. See that? Yeah, so that just must be a defect just from the pricing product or whatever it's called. Either way, I got it back together. I didn't check the fog lights to see one. I see both of them, but I think there's a switch for that on the other side. So I'm going to check that shortly. But as far as the main lights, they are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Alright, job well done, if I do say so myself. Well, do say so myself. There's lights, light passenger side, as well as that side.